Swe aliat long na ngao Indian sajna zina nyema long huni ba ngao bayan kat ato na nyeni
Chole Joshua kwangu ngotonga.
So kadot zia solmang atong kikia ke
Okay.
so
Nya kadozi yangu wakabanja anti zishiata motunka.
okay
Maybe kazita atkoni refuansa zita.
okay
Sai kwani kumka.
Kana yonga yimba. Mwana ayiye yanga.
ato ngao kunali ng tahwani nang tiye babai mata so kayin chabai hu abai kabana bai ba zia sonan ya kani
So.
Yang magjan ng actually Friday kan ni yang damun wow.
So kadot zita miti swak
Kuna minti
so mata
kuna
miti swak
kuna yara shamanya.
So Manika Janjilia nya zibia miti mang janjitat kezita nya kan
Sasa kuma ne ka ba sai ba shi.
to injiran zidambam so ofunka yet mam phone zuat swak liu chu kop swang mang swang feang manganai. This is 5th of September 2024.
5th October.
Of October rather, 2024. So we hope to have our talk today on the learnings, what we were able to do during the outreach, the TWU Wikipedia outreach, and we hope to have actually Joshua Nzama Jacob to be present today, but if the network is not so good, I don't know if he'll be able to make it. Sorry, I'm calling him on the moment. Hello, Tioku. Kankrambazu kanta atunka. Okay. Okay, sir.
Tell him to go to the main Telegram group.
Yeah, no, the main Telegram group. So he's trying to connect, but the connection is not working. So we'll continue whenever he comes, but we'll try and finish up by 7 o'clock. So on the 21st and 22nd of September, we came to Kaduna here to hold the TWU Wikipedia outreach. Nazub Bayani, this isn't Tam Wikipedia or then Joji. Or what this is share a young yet, but an song fan but number by Balian Sajinang Anju Wikipedia ho Daliam Joji Joka. So this was the very first program for you entirely on the Wikimedia space, and we are very happy to actually spearhead this very program. And in the course of this very program now, we had members of the TWU language board from Zonkwa who came, and then so Jokeri Joshua Jacob is here already. So later on, we'll give him the room to speak. So we had quite a number of people who knew how to write and how to read in the TWU language, unlike what we had during the Tyap language program in the year 2021. We had quite a number of people in 2021 in October, but the people who knew how to read and write were just the few of us, about 3 or 4 or thereabout. And after that very event, we continued our work for close to a year, because we started that very program for the Tyap Wikipedia in December 2020, but our first in-person event was in 2021 October. So it was a very wide gap of about 10 months to 11 months. But in the Ju Wikipedia, we started the Ju Wikipedia and the incubator together with the in-person event. So I think the Ju has a kind of an upper hand, so to say. And in 2022, the Tyap Wikipedia got approved in May. That was about 1 year and a half or thereabout. And then the 500 most important Wikimedia or Media Wiki messages that were translated on Translate Wiki were done within a space of about 1 month for the Tyap Wikipedia. So we also hope to see that speed within the Ju project also. And it's not quite only about the speed, but also about how good the translation is. And so when we're able to translate the 500 most used Wikimedia Media Wiki messages, then we have the Wikimedia incubator articles in Ju also translated from maybe English to Ju, and then some instances we can also create new articles that don't exist in the English Wikipedia. And we have some certain cultural items that we may not have them in English, like this Nantayang in Tyap. Antokari, sorry, how do you call this Nantayang in Ju? This instrument for stirring like soup or like a big pot of beans.
Yeah.
Nantayang in Ju.
If you want to speak, actually, maybe you can unmute your mic. Your mic is muted.
Yes. So it seems Antokari Ndama is not so able to unmute at the moment, but an example of such items that we can create on the Wikipedia or the Wikimedia incubator are cultural items that we may not find in the English context or in the English Wikipedia. So that's the reason why on the project page we have a section whereby you click the Wikipedia, or if I may share my screen, I don't know.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Very clear. Yes. So earlier on I was Abanang Mba Mbubaku.
Call it Momuk.
Yeah.
For
So
a bigger son of food.
okay.
Momuk.
Yeah.
The same spelling word for Momuk, but the pronunciation is different. Momuk.
Momuk.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a Momuk, and that's Nantayang or Stera in Ju and in Tyap. So I was trying to share like my screen so that we can just see an example of what I am talking about. So I don't know, can we all see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing.
Oh, okay. So when we go to the Ju, so when we go to the Ju Wikipedia outreach, we'll see that
we are not seeing your screen. We're only seeing the other phone. You are using two devices.
Okay, can you see this moving device on the wall?
Now we can see the screen.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the network is a bit bad, and the loading is quite slow. So what I was saying is there's a section in this very event page that you click and then you create a whole sorry, this one is not what I'm looking for. So I'll go over to our project events and meetups, and then this is what we just rounded up, the Ju Wikipedia outreach. So when you go to the the creation of pages, we'll see this number to create or edit an article in the Ju Wikipedia incubator. We'll see number 1 and number 2. So for those who are creating something that is not in the English Wikipedia, you can go to number 2, click on it, and then on this very space, maybe we can put Momok like this. Antiokari, am I correct with the spelling?
MA on the line.
Okay.
MAMWUK. Momuk.
Okay, I'm correct then. Okay. So Momok. So if we are creating an item on Momok, for example, then we certainly or maybe know that it is absent in the English Wikipedia, and then we use that very number 2 to create our new article. And then for the first one, so this is how we basically create, or we start creating our item. Mamuk, we start with the bold, the name of the item, and then we begin to type in a yet blah 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 blah, and then when we are done, then we save it. Then maybe we can add a summary to it.
Actually, we are not seeing the screen. We are not seeing the screen again.
Just click on his second device. The screen will come up fully on your interface.
Okay.
Just click his second device. Yes.
Okay. So okay. So the thing is, we can now
Perhaps it's my network. Because I was not seeing anything. I was just seeing that indeed there's a second device. Nothing again.
Maybe it's network. Although he has stopped sharing anyway. Okay. Panayuk, I don't know if you can hear us, but you are completely muted. We can't hear you.
I think it should be the network. There's a disconnect.
Yes. His main phone has been disconnected. Maybe it's a call that dropped in.
Okay.
Looks like his network is it's it's not that stable.
Looks like his network is it's not that stable.
Okay, sorry. The whole stuff is just messing. So I'm back now. So I think, have we seen the short description I was giving? Yes, Ongwe. So I would want to call Ntokari JJ or Atoli Kuyet to speak now. Then Atoli Kuyet would give the mic to Ntokari JJ so we can hear about what his expectations were when he got to know about this project, and what he currently sees, or where he currently sees this project going, and where he sees it going in the nearest future. So I'll hand it over to Atoli Kuyet.
Okay, so Ngwai, that konya na malika ni junction. So just sorry, the weather in Kaduna is a little bit cold this evening, so you people will manage with us. So well, so far we especially welcome everyone here today, as the program is just starting, though we started a little late. But for those of us who are here now, we appreciate your presence. And whatsoever discussion we are going to have, we will try as much as we can to end the discussion maybe by 7. Because here just to enlighten ourselves and to also brief ourselves on our expectations, what to expect, to brief you on what we have done so far and what we should expect the next coming. So far, just as the director have stated, we just concluded the Jew Wikipedia outreach on the Wikipedia incubator. So it is there now brooding, and the Jew community, I believe, they are currently working on it. We have dedicated people, of course, who are putting more fire to the incubator to make sure it hatches within the time frame. So we appreciate all your work as well. So I don't think at this time, not to waste much of our time, I don't have much to say. All I have is thank you, and as I hand over the mic to the Joshua, so that you can enlighten us based on what he has learned so far and what the expectations are in the nearest future. So to Joshua, over to you. You are welcome.
Should I say something before him, or maybe let me hear from him first, then I can talk.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, good evening, all.
Thank you. Good evening, sir.
It's exciting to be part of this project and part of this family that is working to really put life in the lifeline of all the tribes and languages. From our encounter for the past 2 weeks, it's really been exciting and very, very wonderful and heart-sharing. One, the major challenge that languages are having all over the world now is the issue of language extinction, which is almost a pandemic. The threat to languages and their disappearance from the surface of the earth and from the tongues of men. It's a serious threat. And I think it was discussed last year in one of the meetings we had, and we're thinking and brainstorming on how to go about it, not knowing that the solution lies very, very close to us. So when you guys came, it was really timely. And our interaction for the past 2 weeks showed us that there is hope, because certain things that we know, the next generation may not know. In fact, they won't know except they are documented. Just like we do not know all about the language because our predecessors did not hand over or give us something handy. Everybody was crazy, go to school, learn new subjects, learn blah, 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 blah. And, you know, But this has given us light that languages can be preserved, languages can be developed, languages can be useful, and this whole thing about your own language can be a whole career choice that you can even bring up the younger generation to pursue. Because you go to school, learn English, end up teaching for donkeys of years, you've not produced anything. Like I have people that I know PhD English, English drama, all linguistics and the rest of them, but nothing on the table. Nothing apart from the books that Macbeth and Julius Caesar and the rest of, those are just the things. Now, but with the Wikimedia work, I see a new hope, a new ray of life, a new dawn to the languages, especially within the Middle Belt and Southern Kaduna in particular. So our experience cannot be summarized. We have just been mobilized and motivated to work to bring the things that are so that they can be documented beyond us. So honestly, it has been so enriching. And I see a kind of a revolution coming our way. Like I was sharing with them, a lot of work has been done. Stories, folk tales, songs, a lot of things are there in the literacy office. But how do these things get to the people that really need them? The ones that need them don't have them. The ones that have them don't know how to connect with those that need them. I have received, just within the 2 weeks I stayed in Ghana, I received like 3-4 phone calls. One is working on a project that has to do with Jew culture. 2 students from theater and performing arts in 2 different universities are working on this, and they don't have where to go to. They were just giving reference through Facebook. If you get Joshua Jacob, you'll be able to throw light. And then a lot of them like that. And then I begin to see how desperate and how frustrating it could be if you have a work you can do, but you don't have the materials. So, but with the Wikimedia, a student can be in the US, it can be anywhere in this part of the world. And once these things are documented, just a tap on a device, you are there. So honestly, our experience has been very, very tremendous, and we are really excited. And we will sell this vision to the people. We are trying to package something to present to the chief, to the Ogwamba Kaju, and we have earmarked some elites also. And then we want to see this work go beyond us. But it's really very, very wonderful and enriching. We are really grateful. Let me take a break here.
Okay, maybe let me just chip in. Actually, you make quite a lot of points, but just so you know, this meeting is being recorded and is going to be released to the general public to also listen for those who are not able to join us. So I want the audience out there to understand. You said you guys approach. So the word "you guys" there, I was thinking maybe it is an institution that approach you. So if it is an institution, which of the institution? Because Wikimedia is quite a very big platform. We have different affiliates. But if you could tell us which of the affiliates approach you, and if yes, they came, what specifically was their mission, and to which language did they work on? So these are some of the things that the audience out there would also like to understand. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. When you are excited, you can.
Yeah, it's fine, sir. It's
yeah. The Tyap Wikimedians came to the Jew Literacy Board to make inquiry on how to get people to work on the Jew Wikipedia that they are trying to work as a project, as an extension of what they are doing. And the hand of fellowship is really commendable. And when the team came to the Jew board, They made the head of literacy and the head of translation, and I was there with them. I am not working with the literacy board, but I'm a content creator. I'm a freelance writer. And so most of the times when they have things to do that have to do with creating of concepts and things like that, they call on me. And so coincidentally, when the team of the Tyap Wikimedians came, they met us together in one place. And we were able to discuss, and then they shared. Then we said, okay, we'll come over and see what is what the whole concept is all about, and then whatever we have to also offer, we'll come with it. And that's how we were able to come, and we saw, and we are deeply involved. We are seriously excited, and we'll do our best to see that we get these things done. And I know the budget people will be very, very happy by the time we make our presentations, our reports, and things like that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay,
Well,
Levy.
Okay.
So, Lizzie, yes.
yes, Senator.
Okay. I wish to really commend actually JJ Nzama for being the only participant from the Jew speaking community, and then especially this following the 2 weekends of introducing the Jew speaking people to Wikipedia and the work they have done so far. I wish to begin by saying that what we are currently seeing to us, those of us who have been part of the Tyap Wikimedians user group and all its movement, are not really surprised that even today we have just these few members participating in this community meeting. So I wish you to put it to you, Nizam, that there will be times like this, but you may need to really put in more effort to ensure that people are truly mobilized to a level of catching the whole vision and then allowing the fire to keep burning, because I am sure that this is not a project that you alone or whatever those of us from the Tyap side be able to do on the incubator on your behalf. I think a lot of us, or rather, a few of us whose names may appear there, would merely be people who would be working hard to add some things to what you are already doing, because we are actually not very, very good with your language, and we truly cannot do the work for you and your people. It is solely your responsibility to encourage, to invite, and then encourage, to challenge the people see the need of truly participating in the activities. If we do not have a very good number of people who continue to work actively on the incubator, the Zhu language may remain here for for an only God knows time. But if you are able to talk with people, especially the younger people who are willing, I am sure that it will not be long. I noticed from that very page, if you had gone to the Jew Wikipedia outreach page or group rather on Telegram, you may have seen a comment I left in the group where I noted some things, especially about someone creating an article without first assigning it to himself. If you check, it is not assigned to anybody, but the article has been created. I made a note about that, and I also wish to state, like I said in the group, that if you get to the side now, there are two tables. The first one is basically about those articles we created while we were in Kaduna for the events, and then few days afterwards. And then the bulk of the articles that you have there may have been created, or at least may have been assigned to some people who are hopeful that they could do the translation. I discovered that there are a number of those articles that have been assigned to that you actually in Zaman has assigned to yourself, and then I do not know, for whatever reason they have not been created, and they are already in the first table on top, as if we are already done with that. I would beg that you go back and then to check all of those, and then find a way of encouraging other people to participate. I have seen Kuzayed, and that must be Bernard, right?
Yeah, Bernard.
Yes, that's
Good.
Bernard.
Good. I have seen Kuzayed also doing something and then being active. So I would encourage that you talk with them to make sure that the spirit is there, because at the end of the day, we may just be here using our own time, using our own resources on this project without any tangible result. If there are no people who would be dedicated to do this work on a daily basis, once they have the slightest opportunity, they utilize it. For me, it is when we are that committed and desirous to see the work move forward that we'll be able to say in the end that yes, we are going to reach the goal. But when we have only 1-2 people doing this whole work, at the end of the day, we will not achieve the goal. So mine is to encourage you, please. I know, I have seen your zeal, and I wish almost everybody, or at least 5 people in that group, are these zealous. and are truly committed to doing this work. I recognize that we communicated yesterday that the connections here have actually been bad. Even here in God, we have actually struggled these days with the connections, and I am sure that this is not only our own problem. So when you talk about your experience in Fonswam yesterday, I was not surprised, but we would need to find a way of doing this work to ensure that we reach the goal at the end of the day. Let me stop here, and I wish to say again to you and others who have been committed that you have to keep the fire, and we are truly grateful to have seen you this time. Right.
Thank you.
But
Hello.
yeah,
It's a phone actually.
yeah, the phone.
Joshua, are
I
you
hear you,
speaking?
but it's like the network is breaking. I don't know whether is it my own or his own.
Okay. It seems his network is having some
It's not
challenges.
stable.
He's trying.
For me, I can't even hear him.
Hello.
Yeah, the
Yes.
phone actually.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, loud and
Hello.
clear too. Yeah, the phone.
It's a phone.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for.
I guess it's network.
It's terrible.
Okay,
Honestly, network is
while
really
he's sorting
terrible.
that, maybe Levi, if you can react to what Zondian have said or what Joshua have said before we proceed.
Yes. Yes. So Ngwai Mang Aliadna actually Zimang actually quit. So from what we have at the moment, we have actually JJ Mang actually El Masad and then Kuzaye. These are the three people that are quite active at the moment in the Wikipedia, the Wikipedia, the Wikimedia incubator, and these three are really working. To be honest, they are really putting in much, especially actually JJ, and we hope that we have a kind of a general work that other people would also contribute. We need at least 5 people to be quite active in this very edit, and hopefully in the next few months we'll have the Wikipedia out of the incubator. But if we continue this way, then it's going to be a bit challenging for us. Nevertheless, I believe that the Wikipedia can be able to make it, and then also the translations on the Translate Wiki, they are also ongoing, and Chokri Kuzayed is really working on that very project, and that reminds me, we are yet to have the names, the usernames of actually El Masad sent for approval. And yes, and then that of Baturak, Chokri Baturak, for the Translate Wiki. So hopefully, when we have the work ongoing in the Translate Wiki like this, the 500 most important words are translated, then we are good to go for the JU. And we hope that at the end of the day, the JU would also have serve as a shining example to other wikis that we may work on, like the HIAM Wikipedia, or the other Wikipedia, or Israel, or Rigwe, or any other Wikipedias. So I think I don't have much to say on this very one, except maybe just to chip in a little bit about the next program, so that we can be able to close by 7 o'clock if possible. Yeah. So it's unfortunate that JJ is our special guest and he's supposed to be doing much of the talking, but the network is not allowing him to do that. But maybe let me just chip in a little bit, then maybe he'll say some things before we finish for today. So the next program is going to be the 12th birthday of Wikidata. And as we may know, Wikidata is actually a project that was started in the year 2012 or 2013. Is it 2012? Can you? In the year 2012. Okay, 2012 by Wikimedia Deutschland. And since then, it has continually grown. You know, Wikidata is a place where you add items that may not necessarily have the full details as you have them on the Wikipedia, but you just need some key items to be added there. And then you can be able to create items about villages, about hamlets, about maybe your village chiefs and village heads. You know, we may need citations, but where citations are not available, we use the few items that we have at our disposal or in our disposal to create them. So Wikidata is quite easy to use, and it is one of the basic tools of Wikipedia, of Wikimedia Foundation, or let me say projects of Wikimedia Foundation, that we can use to store information about our own people, about lexims like our languages, words of our languages, you know. So by 29th and 30th, we are going to be hosting this very program, the Wikidata event. And actually, 29th is the birthday of Wikidata. And we are going to cut a cake for Wikidata and sing a happy birthday to Wikidata. And we are also using this opportunity to invite people in our community and beyond to come in to this very event, Wikidata event, from our different hubs, maybe from Zaria. Thank God, actually, Emmanuel Ikamba Yusuf is here. So we hope that actually Ima would mobilize people from Zaria, the ones that are, serious, because this is quite a business, And then we also have actually Abba from the Tyap land hub, and then we have Antokari JJ Nzama from the latest hub, the Wikipedia. So I think our three outlets, they are represented today. And in this very Wikidata, we expect that those who never edited Wikidata before would be able to learn how to edit Wikidata and then create items on Wikidata. And then after that 29th and 30th, we're going to have 1 month of edit art on Wikidata. Everyone will be at home, but then it is going to be an editing program. So people can look around their villages, look around what is missing in Wikidata about our own people, because we cannot just go online to just look for random items about people from Russia or people from Japan when we have our own work at home. It's like you are trying to settle the house of another man while your own house is not settled yet. You see, that's not a good business. So we need to represent our own people, our own items, our own language, our own culture on Wikidata before we begin to think about going to help other people to do theirs elsewhere. So that's the reason why we are holding this program, and then we learn how to do these things. So basically, we're supposed to actually have another collaborative project with the Wikimedians from Alvan in the southeast in Imo State, and then in Ilorin, also the Nigeria Union of Journalists in Kwara State, Ilorin. That may not actually work, because this one is supposed to be a collaborative work between the Middle Belt, the Southeast, and then the Southwest, for us to represent items about our people on Wikidata. But then, anyhow it goes, we would do our possible best to represent the Nigerian Middle Belt, especially Southern Kaduna area, on Wikidata. Create items about our chiefs, our village heads, about our villages, about our hamlets, and about topics that relate to us, about our history, about books written by our people, about just name it, anything that has to do with our own people that is absent. We put it there in Wikidata, because if we don't do that, I don't think anyone would do that for us. So we have to fill in that void for other people to get to know about us. So that said, I think also, yes, very important. We are actually supposed to have, I don't know, officially state the creation of the TWU Wikipedia. So I don't know if possible we are going to do that by next week, maybe by Monday, or maybe when we are going to make an announcement about our communication person, the person we may select to, handle the issue of communications. Then we'll just do that together with the TWU Wikipedia, because we need a leader or some leaders in the TWU Wikipedia hub, if not many, but at least 2 people that would actually stand as representatives of this very TWU project. Because if we just leave it like this, then we don't have any channel through which we can be able to communicate things that should be done by these very hubs, or this very hub. So this said, I think I have exhausted what I have to say. Why?
Okay, so Zugwai, thank you very much. So, actually, Imam from Zaria, you are welcome, sir. Welcome you. So, in the course of what we have discussed so far, I don't know if anybody have any reaction or anything to contribute or a question. Baba Theophilat, Ima, Linda, the 3 of you have not spoken.
Well,
So, is there anybody with question? I was expecting question from the Zaria Hub as well
None
as
from
the
my end, sir.
All right,
Hello,
Linda.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Abba.
Trying a bit late, so let me follow first and listen to what is going on. I just entered and my name was just mentioned immediately. I joined. So let's continue.
Okay.
Yes, actually, Abba, Daliat.
Okay, Abba, you can speak.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
So, I want to take this time and greet everybody, and also congratulate the TWU Wikipedians for the successful outreach. And I want to say I'm wishing them well also. I hope we join our hands together and move the entire Tyap Wikipedia to a greater height. I see it as a plus to them for having a freelancer as part of them. I think he will incorporate his experience into this Wikipedia project, and then with time also he may also help us to understand certain things. And I think in our own hope, honestly, I don't know what to actually say. Maybe we need more. I don't know whether to say we need encouragement or what, because the activeness is actually waxing cold. I believe most of you have noticed. So I don't know whether activities in our own hub have been suspended for temporarily because of the TWU outreach. I don't know. Maybe just to ask a question.
Okay, maybe if I may react to that. Okay, Z, you want to say something?
Yes. I am not sure. I'm not sure that because of the introduction and maybe the outreach um, that was about the Jew Wikipedia is infringing in any other hub's activities. I am not sure that um, you are expecting maybe um, those of us who are outside will still be the ones doing all the work that should be done in the home. Um, you see, I'm not sure that we need any other form of encouragement apart from uh, what has what was actually done immediately after the whole outreach and the edit attorney, the weekly data reinvestment and all of that. I'm not sure we need any other encouragement than all of those. You see, the problem that we may actually run into is when we begin to see this work as something we may only do when there are some incentives attached. We have finished the minute. Um, uh, for me, I should let you come by. Um, is a witness that there were times uh, we had to we had to go extra mile looking for how we can get data uh, just to keep doing this work, just to ensure that this heritage we are working on is actually maintained, so that this language we are talking about every day is spoken and is written for posterity. Because, in my opinion, what we do today may not even look that good or important to our peers, uh, to the older generation who are witnesses of what we are doing today. I am sure that the posterity will come and what they will say of us, what they will say of us, in my opinion, will be great because they will come there recognizing our sacrifices, recognizing our commitment, recognizing our endurance and patience. In fact, everything we are doing now, I believe that those who will come after us will appreciate us more. So, uh, for me, if we truly have this in mind, and our desire is that someday, even when we are long gone, that people will recognize us, we have to sacrifice. We have to sacrifice. Um, Dr. Oliaba, uh, are you here, Dr.
Yes,
Oliaba?
I can hear. Stop it now.
Good. So,
Yes, I can hear you.
you have leaders in help. I would advise that maybe you reconnect with the leaders, and one way to do that is you are a member of the group on WhatsApp, even on Telegram. It's Telegram. Is there a way you can make a post in both um, um, groups to find out how people are doing, and then stress the need that the work be continued? Is there a way you can do that?
Oh, sorry. Let me just chip in. Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
What I am actually saying about the Tiaplan hub applies to the Zaria hub. The same thing. I am thankful to God that actually Mumbai is here. I would challenge him also to see the need of going back to all their platforms to post something that could be a wake-up call to the people who should be doing something about the project. It's possible that a lot of the people we spend so much uh, so much on, and in fact we took the risk of traveling in hope of training them. It's possible that many of them do not even remember the basic and the rudiments of editing. Is there a way you two can go back to those platforms, challenge your colleagues, challenge your peers, challenge those who belong to the group, and volunteer, because volunteering is the watchword in the entire Wikimedia or Wikipedia movement or whatever you want to call it. That way, there may be people who have some struggles that you can even help, that you can help indirectly. Let me stop here. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Well, so perhaps let me just chip in also. You see, the issue is that when we started this translation work in 2020, it was not because of events that we started it. Nobody brought any events to us. We didn't even know that we have to do any events. Actually, Z was editing from his own end, and Kali was editing from his own end, and then I was also editing from my own end. And that was all we knew. All we wanted to do is that we wanted to create articles in Tyap language, and then we go online, go on Meta, we see what other people, other communities are doing, and we try to emulate, copy, and then replicate it into our own project. That was how we started. It's not that someone just came, okay, come organize events. It was later on actually Z was now like, okay, we have started this work. How do we now come together and then know ourselves? At least we have been seeing ourselves online, but how do we now meet one-on-one? So that was how this issue of events came in, and then we started this whole issue of organizing events. So what we went to do in Etiaplant and in Zaria was just to go and open just an eye opener, and then we brought the tools for you to, when you want to tell somebody, okay, farming is good for you and your family, it will give you food. Okay, we brought the farming implements, we brought the tractor, we brought the hoe, and then we taught you how to use all those tools. Now, do you expect us now, after we teach you how to use them, then we'll now come back again and carry the hoe again and be pulling it for you and be showing you how to pull it? How about now? It's too much on us. It's too much. So we have already done what we could. We spent what we could. Whenever I look at Zaria, I really don't want to remember Zaria, because Zaria at the moment, since like 3 months, no, not 3 months, months, nobody is editing from Zaria.
Since
Nobody.
March.
And then you can imagine how much we have not spent on Zaria, what we have spent anywhere else. It's just like a total waste of money. And if truly I can be able to undo everything, I won't go to Zaria. To be honest, I won't go to Zaria, because Zaria is, when I see Zaria, I feel pain. And if we invested that money elsewhere, it will have reaped more result for us. So the Etiap land, with the few numbers we had in a Tyap land, where we saw people like you, actually Abba, and then like Kajung, and then like actually Israel, and then we hope that at least Tyap land will be a bit better, and we still have the hopes that something good will come out of it, and we don't give up on Zaria also. But we'll need you to be proactive. You look at what other people are doing. That's the reason why we added you to other groups. Enter into Nigerian group. This language is your own property. If you don't, I don't know the way individually we view it, but this thing is like a personal thing that you carry it on you. It's your burden. If you see it as something that is personal to you, then you don't need anybody to tell you, come and do this one before you do it. It's your own stake. You are a stakeholder in it. So maybe you can create, see how to revive, make your own initiative and try to come up with something that would, if it is local edit art on, or maybe you don't have to spend money on anything. And back again, when we wanted to hold our first events, we were thinking about how to, when we gather people, we need to like buy pure water or make taboy, tunsua or something. So probably each individually, maybe me, I will bring part of my salary, actually Z will bring part of his salary, and then maybe we'll just cook something, and then, so that people don't just come and meet and edit and, go empty-handed with empty stomach. That was just what we can offer, not what any foundation will give us, because we didn't know that we could actually get any support from anywhere. So I would want us to have it at the back of our minds that this thing is personal, and as actually Z said, it is voluntary. You volunteer with your resources. Sometimes I ask actually Z for data, because I don't even have the data to edit sometimes, and sometimes I go for labor to get money to buy data to edit Wikipedia. It's not that I'm expecting anybody will give me money as a return. It's for the protection of this language. And if you see it like that, then you really take it personal and put in your own resources into this, both intellectual and also financial resources into the project. So I don't have anything more to say. And also for the JU project also, we just hope that the JU project also would likewise learn from our failures in the Tyap project, and also come up, strong as a good example to others that will follow up. So, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, can I talk?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry I came in a bit late. I had a meeting somewhere to attend, and I'm sharing the party. The truth is, we actually faced with a little leadership problem here in Zaria. The structure itself, giving women responsibility sometimes, you don't easily find it easy to run the system. And I was a bit aback, because I don't want a situation where somebody will start seeing it as if I'm overshooting my bounds. But we're trying to see how we will mobilize. Don't lose hope on us. Actually, I've been working on trying to see how to gather our people around here. Already we have more than 10 now that are ready to resume work. We had we had 2 meetings previously, and in those 2 meetings we discussed on the way forward for our hub. Actually, we felt we have failed, actually, but notwithstanding our knowledge that was actually we got, that was instilled in us, is still there. So it wasn't a waste. It's just that we went to sleep. But we are trying to see how we can resuscitate the hope. By the grace of God, we are working on a meeting that will be calling all the members of the hub, so that we start again and resume our edit work. Very soon you'll start seeing us offline. Actually, I think the leader briefed the project director on our activities for what we have started doing. And very soon you'll see us up again. We'll be up and doing again by the grace of God. Just that some of us are very busy. Those that are actually supposed to be active, some have traveled out of the country. The secretary actually left for a job offer, technical aids to Uganda. And then some others they went to school. But now we will try our best to see how we can squeeze. I say at least in a week. Let's see how we can edit at least 3 articles in a week to make sure the hub is back to life. That's just what I can contribute for now. And then for your activities, frankly speaking, it has been a wonderful time. I've been following sometimes. You are doing a great job. And I want to appreciate you for your effort. Don't get discouraged, please. This work we are doing is never going to be in vain. Posterity will definitely remember us. I want to tell you this. We may not be celebrated today, but I want to assure you that names like your names and all of us that have been involved in this activity are already written in gold in the Tyap records. So that's just what I can say. I'm encouraging all of us. Never get discouraged. If you set a hope and you think that hope is not doing well, just encourage, please. Don't get discouraged. Don't think you have wasted resources. Knowledge is never wasted. It can always come back to be used in time. So we are working on trying to see how we can resuscitate our hope. Thank you.
All right.
Right.
Thank you. Abba, that's something. Abba, are you there? Okay. As you can see, our time is fast spent already, and a lot of us have spoken quite well. So just to add to what the other leaders have said, the issue of this project is not like an individual thing or a one-man thing. That is the reason why we have to take the pains to travel across all these hubs, locations to train people, is to establish a concept or an idea of how these things are being done. And for those of us who participated in the TWU Wiki Bootcamp, we also unveiled another direction in that bootcamp. And all we ask for is to show our commitment to what we do as individuals and as a whole. But nevertheless, people who will be committed. Those who will not be committed, no matter how you talk, no matter how you discuss, they will not be. They can only come and, yes, everybody can speak, can only come and talk. So what I want to say is that if I get Abba's question properly, I think, Abba, if I'm to respond to your question in a very short sentence, I will tell you that the whole idea of the training upon retraining that we had is to actually show you people the concept of how these things have been done. That is when after every event, we usually take an edit attempt to make sure what you have learned during the session, during the programs, you put them into practice. So now I don't think anybody can tell you how to assign an article to yourself. You as a person, from what you have learned, you should know how to assign article to yourself. You know where to get those articles.
Very well.
If you don't know where to get them, you can reach out to any of us. We'll show you where to get those articles. Your own work from here now is just to keep the volunteerism work. Just to keep on the volunteering work. Remember, whatsoever you do, we cannot appreciate you as a people. And you are not doing it for me, or you are not doing it for Levy or Zwande or any of the leaders. You are doing it for the people, for the Tyap people, and for the community, and for posterity's sake. So what you do now will not only prepare you for now, but it will prepare you for something bigger, which for now you might not see it, but a lot of things are coming. And when the time comes that we are going to point hands to pick in people, we are going to look at the active ones and those who are deliberate about what they do. Not the people who will just come and then seize opportunity participate in event and then go. No. We look at people what happened to who are active even after events. So those are some of the things as regarding yours. So I think from here now, it's just for you, thank God you are here, to know how to mobilize the people around the area, whosoever is serious. Maybe you just mobilize them, at least enlighten them a little bit more. So if there is any form of encouragement that you, outside this discussion, you can reach out to me, then we'll see how we can put it into action. So also to the Zaria people, yes, the president has reached out to us of the pending programs that people, proposed programs that people intend to do. But then, just as the director has said, to be honest, we don't feel encouraged with the activities from Zaria. We don't feel encouraged at all. So what I will say now on behalf of other leaders is, you have to give us a reason why you think we should pay attention, more attention to Zaria. Why I'm saying this is you people need to individually and collectively have to profile solution or profile at least a way out outside the box, just within yourself. Let us see what you can be able to come up with. So whatever you're able to come up with, let us see the activeness, the zeal that is there for the work to be done, not from what you are going to get or not from what you are expecting, but for the reason. Let us have a reason. Yes, at least these people are actually on point. They want to do this, but the strength is not there to do. Then we can now see how we can come in, either intellectually, to see how we can as well assist to complement your effort. Now, what we are going to do now is to complement whatsoever effort every hub is making. Not for us to go back now and initiate another new or fresh programs. No. Our own now going forward is to complement. So let us see what you people will do. Whatsoever you are able to come up with, we are from here, we'll be seeing your activities. And if anything tangible come out of it, we will find a way to support. So that is my message for the Zaria Hub. So I think that is, don't want to bore us. I don't know if I have spoken, if I have passed a message, but I think the time is fast spent. So before we call it a shot now, I don't know if there's any other reaction from anybody regarding the discussion so far. So let us make it brief, please. Whoever will say something. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for all the views shared. I hope the discussions here have been meaningful to many of us. Maybe on behalf of the TWU Wikimedia user group, we are wishing actually Valley many years as he celebrates his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Valentine.
Happy birthday.
Wish you long life and prosperity.
Fong Manga took my bin.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Val. The cake was supposed to be presented here so that we cut it together. Could have come out by the life hack.
Actually, come by. Don't worry, I'll send yours to you. Just wait. For those who are in abroad and other places, they should just see it online. But yours, I'll send it to you.
Celebrate your happy birthday. More years of goodness.
Thank you very much. Amen. I'm really grateful. Thank you.
So, all right. On a final note, I don't know. We are still waiting if there's any reaction before we call off the session. Any reaction? I can see Jenegwaza. Jenegwaza, good evening. Zubiara. Yeah, yeah, Mamfiang.
Yeah. Inshaolini. Yabakulini. Afunkalini. So,
okay, see, little jumbo again. So, Bazafa.
This is a big challenge for me. All right. So please, is there any reaction from anybody before we call it?
Permit me to come the second time, sir.
Sorry.
Why I raised.
Okay, I'm hearing. Okay, Abba, it seems the village people don't want you to speak. So let's assume, I don't know, maybe if you can, I don't know how you can reach out to us with your views. Maybe you can send it to either the director or myself. Just send it to anyone, whatever views you have or reaction. You might not send it if you feel uncomfortable sending it to the larger group. You can send it to any of us. We know how to reach it across the stakeholders. So thank you. So on a final note, actually, Levy, before we close.
So I don't have anything to add, but I wish us good night rest. So probably as a community we'll meet in the Wikidata event. Okay.
All right. So actually, see, final note.
Yeah. Thank you to all the participants. Let's keep the spirit going.
Thank you very much, sir. So I think from our hubs, for all the leadership from the hubs, we are going to reach out to you because we would like you to have representation during the Wikidata. So we are going to reach out to you to know on directive of how to go about it. So from me and from my end here, I'm telling everybody thank you for your time today. I would really appreciate it. We hope to do this again next month, God willing. So thank you very much. So I don't know, maybe although we can just say a closing prayer because Zanden, the way Zanden is looking at me, I don't really understand. Let me not skip this fine. So okay. Jolima, it's like you are this evening. Please, can you call the session off with a word of prayer, sir?
Okay. Tozushimami nai. Tezudo shitazwa kani za jabali wadanka za sagwai. Sakjan tung za jen shunkani haza san jen kyang na ba mzi ya sonani. En jeng zu ko bani. En kyang na bwad za nye ni za jen jeng na ni za na jong za da dam. Za nan kwaga tung kani za na san sang bab. Duk kyang za da jen ya kumna maso gangna. Kuma za nye na mantan mana. Ya hoba kuma ba shi mun dana ne. Ciwo za na yan janan lam fo za na. Za budu yong za ya so mantan mata kunye ne. Nan jaso na ni yoga chom sut ike tukka sanatu tontat nan gora kum na kama melu yetu ci basanzat sananya
Kusana nyo
Kwai. To the fun
ake biat kem bo kun wan ma ina ra ket
Jano Gwaza, tell Jano Gwaza that I'm sorry he didn't get the biscuit this time around, but we know how to do the biscuit at first. So thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate it.
Good night, rest.
Good night. Good.